one word would be new, a second word would be adventure, and then third word would be courage. And then the reason why I chose those things is because usually on New Year's you choose to do new things, something that you haven't accomplished the year before.
The first word would be roller coaster. The second word would be blessing or blessed, and the third word would be amazing. So a roller coaster was because 2013 was the year that my feelings and the things in my life were really high or really low, and it was a blessed year because through all the things that I went through, I was able to get over it, and God never left me, and I'm really happy for that. And it was an amazing year because I ended middle school, which was really hard, but then I was able to get into the high school I wanted to get into, and I met all these amazing people there. So yeah, those are my 3 words.
Okay,
Okay, so I definitely feel like I grew more mature emotionally. Wait, I'm not ready. I don't have my thoughts together.
continue.
Okay, I'm able to overcome things easily, not easily, but I can look at a situation and I automatically feel helpless, and I can handle it better, I think. Because that's what experience does. It teaches you. Experience is the best teacher, and you grow from that for sure. Emotionally, physically, if you work out, I don't know. And then mentally, when you're learning stuff, and then but spiritually, for sure, each and every day I learn to just depend more and more on God, and He has a plan for me. And no matter what, I feel I'm doing good or if I'm doing bad, in the end, I know it'll all be okay.
Well, Brother John, I believe for me, what made a difference this year in 2013 as opposed to something in 2012, I think it was definitely a year of progression for me. That's supposed to something that, I regressed in my faith.
Yeah, but they're already established.
I definitely saw myself taking more offices, more active in the church. In 2012, it was more of I was far from church. I was far from my family, and it definitely was an eye opener to me, which is why I started taking these offices as a chairperson and now as a choir member. So I think in a sense I did grow spiritually and emotionally. And really blessed by God to.
Oh, that is really.
Well, emotionally, I was able to become more confident and kind of be careful with who I trust, and all the things that I said, I was able to be able to control my emotions a little bit better. And spiritually, because God was someone I always turned to when I needed help, and He was able to help me. He opened up doors for me that helped me be able to grow emotionally and spiritually.
The most challenging thing, it would have to be completing the process of becoming a choir member. Even though I haven't taken oath yet, balancing it with school was pretty tough, especially on practices that weren't on the standard days. The standard days would be Sunday and Wednesday. For special gatherings, I have to practice on either Tuesday or Friday. And that obviously takes away time from studying. And school isn't easy, no matter what school you go to. So even more so for me. So I learned how to balance myself, and honestly to put priority for God first.
Okay.
I guess for 2013, it wasn't really one thing that challenged me. Like I said, it was a year of progression, but there's definitely obstacles, obviously, and You know, it was just the combination, the multitude of those problems, whether it was at work, you know, uncertainty at work, you know, problems in the family, problems, you know, even here at church. You know, definitely saw at times my faith, the level of my faith just plummet from after soaring for such a high level. But you know, praise be to God that I was able to overcome them. I just decided to, you know, when I was on the last thread, you know, God reached out His hand and you know, pulled me in again, and definitely was again an eye opener for me. I thought my faith was perfect, you know, nothing could shatter it, but you know, one problem could just totally demolish that faith. But you know, God's allowed me to grow here.
Okay, so my unexpected joy was definitely getting to Berkeley. I didn't think that was ever gonna happen. I'd be like, oh, what school did you apply to? And people would ask me, I'm like, oh, here, oh, in Berkeley just for kicks. Like, I would say that just for kicks, you know, for fun. But I actually got in, and I was a shocker. And I was really excited about that. And that was a great joy for me outside of like church and stuff. 'Cause, yeah, that's awkward.
This year, well, I wasn't really expecting to have a new minister. And yeah, I sort of like the new minister because like,
So you're like the old minister?
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's just that like, I didn't know, so then I thought it would be more awkward because the old minister is the one who gave me my Bible lessons and everything, so I'm very comfortable with him. But when the new minister came, it was so surprising that I'm really comfortable with talking to him, and he has like these small conversations with me, and it's like, it's not awkward. It's
Expected
like,
joy?
oh.
I would say, I know. I met Brother Bob Colleen for the first time over the summer. I know that he's been up here in the District of Northern California for some time now, and left some time ago before I transferred here to San Pablo. And you know, I would always see him in the INC media, especially That's in the Bible, that program. And you know, it was really cool meeting him because he really knows how to be a leader.
Expected joy was getting into middle college at CCC because like when I was applying, I didn't think I'd get in because like, I don't know, like I sent in some of the transcripts late, so yeah, I was glad.
School. Explain the school.
Explains.
The school.
Oh, the school, it's Contra Costa College, and it's a high school that helps the students graduate after senior rather with an AA degree or AS degree. And I'm planning to get my AS degree because I want to major in astronomy. And yeah, it's a good school. Tuesdays and Thursdays, those are my college days.
I think a personal change for me is definitely I trust in God more. I think whenever I encounter these problems or these trials in life, I know where my refuge is. I know where to go to. You know, there were times this year where I just didn't know where to turn to, and I didn't realize God was there. He would, you know, rescue me and things like that. But for me, my personal change, I trust in God more. You know, for the future, it's definitely going to be. I mean, ultimately, I'm going to be making decisions. I'm in the driver's seat for any obstacle that comes in my life. But you know, as long as God's my GPS, or you know, He's my map, He's guiding me. There's going to be times when, you know, I have no direction. It doesn't seem like there's no direction in my life, but you know, if I trust in God, He's my GPS, like I said.
Definitely just growing up in general, it was like a big transition. Like I was like from like applying to colleges, because by January it's just like waiting for the reply and like getting the reply and like deciding where I wanted to go. Got my license, I turned 18, I graduated, a lot of things happened. And then I got to Berkeley, and I definitely feel it's just been one crazy like ride. And now it's still going, but it's just I'm still transitioning. That's how like much of a change it is. Like I'm still going through changes and like
Actually,
transitions.
really becoming
Okay.
more confident. Like before, I wasn't able to even like talk to anyone. Like when I went to stores, I couldn't ask like the cashiers or workers where something was, and I was always kind of like relying on other people. I never like believed in myself. But then, as time went on, I was able to actually do all that stuff. I felt better about myself. I had more self-esteem, and yeah, I feel like I'm a better person than I was in the beginning of the school year. Or
Biggest personal change, I would just have to say an increase in work ethic, in everything, in school, in church, in everything. And now that I'm also intern now at a garden, I have to balance that too, along with the choir and regular old school. So, I'm motivated to get things done. I make sure that, no matter what, no matter how much the workload though, I always have church first as my number one priority. And
Sure.
I always pray to God that He will keep me here in the Church of Christ. It's honestly because of God's mercy that He has called me here inside the Church of Christ, and with all my heart and with all my effort, I try every day to please Him. I try to obey His commandments. I honestly have His commandments in my head all the time, and I honestly I don't want to disappoint Him. So with that in mind, I have to keep strong in the faith, and hopefully that if I do enough for Him, He will bless me back.
Okay, thank you. Any last remarks to the audience? Come on.
2013 was a cool year. It went by pretty fast. I'll still be here in San Pablo, don't worry. And there you go. Have a blessed Thanksgiving.
Okay, thank you.
From a sense that I'm blessed to be in the church, that's a given. But, having God by my side is definitely also a growth. Even when you're on your last leg, you're pretty much about to give up. I think I'm really blessed to have God by my side. From all the years of service that I've been in the church, I think He's seen that, and even when I'm about to give up, He's always there for me. So, in that sense, there are blessings, material blessings. I have a good job, by my family again, but ultimately it's about getting to the Holy City, and that's what I think.
Okay, any last remarks to the camera?
See you in 2013.
2013.
2014.
Where I am right now, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for God. If it wasn't for His mercy and His blessings, I wouldn't be here where I am and who I am without His unconditional love. Because I know without Him I wouldn't be here. But not only that, I don't know what I would be. Like I don't even want to imagine what I would be without God. And it's kind of scary to think, He could not be with me. But I just feel so blessed that He's always with me, no matter what, and that He's just one prayer away. I mean, He's always there. But yeah, I am just extremely just wonderfully blessed. Yeah. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Any last remarks to the camera?
No, I'm really awkward.
Okay, thank you.
I know I'm blessed, okay?
Why?
One, I'm a member of the church. I hold 3 different offices in the church. I have a complete family, and I have, they all care for me. I have loving friends that care for me, that would go out of their way to help me. God never left my side. He was always the one that was comforting me. He was always the one that was the one to turn to, the one that I prayed to, and He made me.
Okay, thank you. Any last remarks to the camera?
Oh yeah, goodbye 2013. Yeah,